Good morning. It is 7 o'clock. It's better than 4:30 or 3:45. I'm going to get breakfast now and then I'm going to get ready. And I will start by 8. My albergue, it opens at 2, so the check-in is at 2 and there is only 6 beds, so I'm aiming to be there around 1ish in order to make sure that I will get the bed, because it wouldn't be nice to walk another 10-20 kilometers to the next place just because I didn't make it. But here we go. I had my breakfast, coffee, toast and orange, and now I'm on my way. Yeah, I couldn't leave at 8, but it doesn't really matter. I have still loads of time. Now I just need to find myself out from the city, but it's still quiet, so not a problem. Yeah, like I said, I have lots of time, so there's absolutely no rush. It's funny how you can do the basic daily life in Spanish, like you can say that you have a reservation, or you can ask if they have space, or if you can get water or something like that, and then they think that you speak Spanish, and then they start talking to you and you just go like, no habla español. But kind of when you know the basic words, you have some sort of idea what they're on about. But my basic words are enough for traveling, so it doesn't really help in anything. The mountains are calling and I must go. So the best in this whole Camino is kind of like, you know, in the name wise where you're heading, you know the name of the village where you're going, and you can see it from the elevation map if it's going to be really like, if there's going to be lots of hills or mountains or what. But after all, you will have no idea what the views are going to be, and that's the best thing, I think so. Like now I can see loads of rocky mountains and I know that I'm heading somewhere there. I have no idea where I'm going. Today it's not going to be too hilly, let's say, but tomorrow I have 32 kilometers and I have a big hill, uphill and big downhill. It's also the optional route because that made it easier for me to plan my days, that they are not going to be too long or too short. So I mean 32 with big hill, it's not nice, but it's doable, and it doesn't add too much to my walking from the original one. Obviously 32, I don't know what it's actually going to be, so we'll see. But the fact that you don't know, even though you know, that's kind of nice. You just keep walking and you see what's coming in front of you, and you're happy with that. So I was just checking, it would be only 11 kilometers extra to go to Quercería. But the problem is that unless you want to sleep on the floor, the only option for sleeping is a hotel, 60 euros, and the place where I'm going now is an albergue, which is probably going to be 15-20 euros. So there's a difference. The reason how this is affordable to me is literally that I don't spend every night in a hotel or in my own room. I use albergues most of the times as much as I can, which gives me 50 euro daily, about the daily budget. So like 10 to 20 euro for bed, max 20 euro for dinner, and then breakfast, lunch, whatever, snacks, da 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 da. But I'll see when I get there to Mata Elpina how I feel. If I feel good that I can walk extra 11 kilometers, I might do that, because at least I know I have my own room. I can get a good shower, and yeah, I can still rest. And tomorrow it's going to be an easy day with the hill. So just took my jacket off because I was so wet underneath it. I wasn't hot, I wasn't especially too warm either, but it just didn't breathe at all. So now I'm definitely not too warm, but I presume it's better to be dry and a little bit cool than wet. And also I need to stop starting my videos with so, because I was looking at them yesterday and every single video started with so. So I need to stop doing that, okay? So I booked a room. There was one left on booking.com and I got it cheaper than what the website showed. So I'm going to Quercería. At least I will have my own room. I need to wash my hair today. I need to wash my clothes as well. I don't know how am I going to get them dry, but that's tomorrow morning's problem, not tonight's. But yeah, at least I know now that I will have a room and I don't need to struggle between if there's anyone in that 6-room albergue. Madrid. So if you think about it, that the hostel that I booked in Quercería, they have skiing school, and I meant to go even up higher from Quercería. So I don't know how up I'm going to go, but thank God I don't need to stay up there. So this is a situation again. Which way to go? That way or this way? Will they bring me to the same place? I don't know. So I take my phone and I check from the map, and then I'm like, just when I'm about to put my phone away, it's like, there is the shell. So yeah, I should just look around better. I was thinking about taking my own snacks and start eating them, because I'm kind of feeling a little bit hungry now. But I checked from the maps that I should be in the next village in about 1 kilometer. I've been walking about 12 by now, so it's a perfect time to get my second breakfast and then keep going, because I have still another 20 kilometers. I just left the, what was the place called? Manzaneras El Real or something like that. I had a lovely second breakfast or lunch, whatever you want to call it. It's 12 o'clock, so I suppose it's lunch. But I had toast with ham, with bacon and eggs. And now I have 19 kilometers left, which will probably take 5 hours for me because it is going to be uphill. But if I make it to the hostel around 5ish, I still have enough time to get a shower and wash my clothes. It's nice when people are just looking at me like I'm the weirdest person ever because I'm talking to my phone. But while I was having my lunch, I made some changes in my plans. So the next 4 or 5 days has changed. They're going to be easier days, technically, because I had 3 40-kilometer days or something like that, and now all the 40-kilometer days are technically gone. So this is the reason why I don't book everything ahead, because everything just keeps changing, so there's no point to book, because then you need to either cancel them or you just can't change your plans. Now I'm in Mata El Pina, where I was supposed to stop according to my plans. Jesus Christ, it's hot and I really want a Coke, so I'm going to buy it wherever I can. I'm still 11 kilometers left. If there is water, any water on my face, it's not sweat, even though it's warm in here. Not at the moment because the sun is in clouds and it's windy, but it is quite warm here today. I'm not using any sun cream. I will do that tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, I found a small stream and I watered my face to cool me down a little bit. And I still have like 7 kilometers left, but I'll make it there at some point today. Also, I didn't get my Coke, but I sat down. I had 1 pätkis and I refilled my water. And whenever I get the chance to buy a cold Coke, I will definitely do that. Whenever it's going to be. I finally got my Coke. I also got some sort of lentil soup with it. Not crisps or olives like usually, but okay, so there would have been 2 ways to get up here. That's grand. I just walked a really big hill up and another hill is coming right now. It is 3:45 and I still 4 kilometers left. Yay! So I have walked 33 kilometers, nearly 34, and for somehow I have still 2 kilometers left. So it is going to be another 35-36 kilometer a day. Yay! But if there's a restaurant in a hostel, I'm definitely going to eat there. I'm not going to leave my room except for food. I made it to the hostel. It is 5 o'clock now. My feet are screaming hallelujah. And we'll see tomorrow where I'm going to walk. Just so tired. I came just back from eating pizza and I am going to go to sleep. I just turned on the radiator and I have that thing going on. Trying to get my socks dry for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm heading to... What is that? Tomorrow I'm heading to Segovia. It's 28 kilometers away, and there is a beautiful cathedral and some sort of alcazar. So I'm going to see at least the cathedral. In a bedwise, I can either pay 20 euro for a bunk bed or I can pay 25 euro for my own room. So I think tomorrow I'm still going to go with my own room. That's all. I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm trying to wake up early so I can get the uphill down when it's still cool. When it starts to warm up, then it's all downhill. And I think I burned my... You can probably see I burned my hand already, both of them. So day 2, let's get burned.